Thank you, Jerome, for setting the table of prayer in this space of worship. And welcome to our online audience for connecting with us. You are our digital church, and we're honored you're finding an opportunity to connect with us. And yes, as we've time-stamped it, this is the weekend that we celebrate Dr. King's birthday, and we come in this space to have our shared humanity, celebrate the gift of what it means to love and care for each other. So folks online and people in the room, my name is Ken. I'm privileged to be one of the pastors here, and we welcome you to this space where we strive to be a community of inclusion that knows no boundaries or conditions, so honored that you're part of it. We do want to encourage you to locate a connection card on the pew rack in front of you, especially if you're bringing prayer cards to worship. And I'm highlighting that especially on today. Again, time stamping this. We've got some pretty frigid temperatures occurring in Denver area and metro area. So I just want to applaud everyone that's here in person. Did I ever tell you all of you are my favorite people at Trinity? Have I ever shared that love? I want you to feel it. I appreciate it. But I also believe this, whenever we are motivated to be in person the way many of you are today, there's just maybe this reason for how God is speaking to your heart, or maybe a prayer concern that you bring to worship, you would love to lift up and have other people praying for you. So please fill out a card, and at each exit there's a basket that allows you to place it there, and we'll be honored to pray for you in the week to come. Well, as we're preparing to provide an offering, again, our folks online, you can check out ways that you can give at Trinity in the description. And folks in the room, there's opportunity for you to locate giving envelopes on the pew rack in front of you. And as you're thinking about those opportunities, as we've done this entire month of January, if one of your spiritual goals has been to connect to Trinity as a member, we extend that opportunity to you. Each week of this new year, someone has joined church. And I believe it's because that spiritual newness of beginning of the year where you just want to put a spiritual stake in the ground and say, yes, I want church to be in my life differently for this year. So if you could, there's an opportunity to fill out a form and turn that in to us later. Certainly we'll appreciate it. So on a day like today, we think about our unhoused neighbors and how exposed they are to the elements. And some of us may wonder, how can we be a part of creating policies that help care for our neighbors that may be exposed to temperatures like today? Well, I'm glad you asked, because after service, there's an opportunity to sit with the office, someone from the office of Sarah Parody. She's the council person at large, just walking us as a community to what does it look like for you and I to live at that civic and that Christian opportunity we can be an advocate for others. So again, after service, you have margin. I know Sarah Parody's office will be excited to connect with this, and this is, again, being sponsored by our Ministry of Housing for All, where we imagine that all of God's children in the metro area will have a housing solution for them, and policy is a part of that. And as we've highlighted for a week or so now, if you want to give to support folks that have been devastated by the fires in California, there's a QR code that allows you to have access to how 100% of whatever you give goes towards disaster relief efforts. It's that other way that we take the offering that we receive in this space and we imagine other ways that more directly it helps people that have been impacted by tragedy. So in that spirit, just grateful for all the ways that you respond. We're going to invite you to rise in body and spirit and just kind of say hello to one another. Bring some warmth in this space, and then we will receive the offering and sing together as printed in the bulletin. So rise in body and spirit and share the warmth of Christ and the warmth of your body with somebody.